Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining our new daily show. I'm very happy for you that you don't have to see me in a hat today for once. I'm not happy for myself, though, because I haven't done my hair in quite some time. But I was on another show and I didn't want to embarrass the host. So with that, I am now happy to show you that I have Salon Sustainability Volumizing Dry Shampoo that was just delivered to me, which I'm thrilled about, so I can go another day without washing my hair. That's a joke. Kidding, not kidding. Dr. Kym Caporale has joined us today. Say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
She is joining us from Hilton Head. So is your husband getting to golf every day?
Almost every day.
That's right.
They wipe down the carts. There's only one person to a golf cart. They do social distancing. They're just really good at that.
Yeah, Rob it's the only thing he's still doing active with somebody else is golfing because they're in their own golf carts. Yeah, they have their own rules, but it's wonderful because at least it's something outside. And I'm telling you right now, all of the people that I know and love golf are going to be super jelly that if you're going to be quarantined somewhere, it's not so bad to be quarantined in Hilton Head.
That's true. That's true.
With some friends. So I would be remiss if I didn't tell everybody about why you're here, who you are, in my words. And then we're going to get to so many interesting things. I can't wait to hear about Dr. Kym Caporale doing acupuncture on telehealth. I don't even know what that is or what it looks like, but you're going to hear it along with me, so it's going to be great. So I met you. I was going back to like how we met. I met you through Gigi, right?
Right. Yes.
Dr. Gigi. And you and I met at a restaurant, a local restaurant, and we talked and we became friendly. And that was probably 5 years ago?
Maybe longer. Well,
maybe longer
about that. Yeah, yeah.
And you were so kind because I had only started in business 7 years ago. So it was somewhere in the beginning.
And at the very beginning. I think very
beginning. You know, it's funny how life works, right? Here I was thinking, I'm pretty sure I was going to help you with something with business.
Right, right.
And we just really kind of ended up helping each other. That's how I
exactly.
So you were teaching at the time because you are an acupuncturist, among many other things that we'll get into.
Yeah.
And you were teaching at the Sarasota Eastern Western School of Natural Medicine.
Yeah, East-West College of Natural Medicine.
That's right. I say Eastern Western because that's a funny tie-in that that's what we called one of the PCs in New York that I ran.
Oh, okay.
So we broke up because we were Eastern Western Medicine. That's what we called it. So I've always tripped up saying the name of that college. Anyway, you asked me to come and speak there.
Mm-hmm. To the practice management class.
Right. Obviously not, because ain't nobody in the world wants me doing anything with a needle, okay?
No, right.
But the reason that it was so good, and I want people to understand this, is that in my 20s, when I was director of operations, along with a team of excellent operators, Joanne, Betsy, Grace, Jim, Keith, when we were running this huge practice of 55 or whatever the heck number it got up to at the end, we did Eastern Western medicine. And it was 20 something years ago. And so it was not foreign to me because Dr. Cui, I don't even know if I ever told you this, but Dr. Cui was putting the balls in my ears. What is the official term for that?
Well, it's auricular therapy.
Okay.
So it's ear acupuncture, but it's, ear seat.
You're going to love this. So Dr. Cui used to see me after I was getting yelled at by a neurologist.
Mm-hmm.
And he would go, come see Dr. Cui. And he would put these in my ears to help me with the stress that I was feeling. And I was in heaven. So it was so much stress on, we were doing orthopedics, neurology, internal medicine. And then the other side, it was acupuncture, massage therapy. And I was always like, please let me go over there. because I wasn't working with your division until the end where I was working with both. So I say that because I learned about the benefits of acupuncture in my 20s. And I love acupuncture. And I have always been such a huge advocate for what you do because it's such a great alternative. It shouldn't even be an alternative. It's such a great primary source of wellness. So this is all you're going to hear from me for a while, because I'm quite sure everybody's like, Sharon, shut up. You're supposed to be talking to guests. But I'm so excited about you being here today, Dr. Caporale. I'm so grateful for you. You've had me come and speak not only in your school, but you also have introduced me to great people, and I've been able to speak about my book, and we'll get into all that later. Thank you for being here.
The TTAP conference, you came and spoke about your book. It was right when it came out.
It was the first time I spoke.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to talk about that story because it's great, because thank God I got to do that, because then I had to go see neurosurgeons. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
Tell everybody who you are, what you do, why you do it, and anything else you want to tell the audience during this really tough time that we're all in globally.
Yes. Well, it's just a time of uncertainty. And I think it's the time that acupuncture works at its best, because acupuncture actually will work on the emotional component of the disease, of the whatever somebody's having a problem with. So, you know, the telehealth, I slipped into the telehealth arena. And I was actually pulling myself back from active practice. I had 2 other acupuncturists in my office. And then when we were deemed not essential in Florida as acupuncturists, we're at the top of the list. We're at the top of the list because it starts with an A, but which bothers me. But anyhow, but also, so here I was in South Carolina, and I thought that I had to close my doors to acupuncture. And so I sent out an email to all my patients, and I said, well, you guys got me back into the trenches of working as your acupuncturist, which was, I had great, applause for that, because I hadn't seen my patients for so long. And some of my patients have been my patients for 22 years. So I've been an acupuncturist for that long.
Yeah.
And anyhow, so I started my telemedicine on a site that's HIPAA compliant. That has to be, and so that's a learning curve.
Which one is it? Is it Doer?
Doxy, D-O-X-Y.
That's what I meant. Sorry, Doxy. That's a good one. Okay.
Yeah. And so anyhow, if you want to know how we do it, we sure don't do it with needles, obviously. But we do it with what you were talking about, those little seeds that went into your ear from the acupuncturist you saw. So we actually send them a little packet of seeds prior to their appointment.
Ooh, I love this.
And then when they come on we meet online, and these are all, I just have a few new patients, as it's getting out there. Anyhow, so I actually send them the seeds, and then we sit and talk on what's going on. A lot of it is supporting them emotionally right now. But, emotionally, if you are fearful and afraid, then your immune system's going, it's falling, right? So we talk a lot, but acupuncturists always talk to their patients more than anything else. And then I talk about different acupuncture points where I want them to put the ear seed. And I have to instruct them how to pull it off the little plastic and where to put it, and explain to them that acupuncture points even feel a little bit different. And so I'm teaching them much more than they've ever known.
Yeah,
right?
Wonderful.
And what organ it goes with and why. And so they're getting a whole little primer on, traditional Chinese medicine while we're speaking. And, sometimes our dogs bark, and sometimes,
Yeah, mine too.
Somebody walks in the background,
Right.
or somebody knocks on the door. I mean, it happens, but
I'm
it's
pretty sure we've seen live concerts on television where dogs are barking and the audio isn't working. This is the world we're in today, and we're making the best of it. And that's, for
right.
somebody like myself, who's just, and you too, who just, goes and reinvents and says, what does the community need? And you show up. This is
Right.
fantastic. I mean, as soon as we're done, I want the seeds. I want all of it, because I want everybody to know. So not only did that help me with stress, but I was in my early 20s, and as I've mentioned many times, I'm sober 25 years. I have suffered deeply from depression, so I've been very active in getting my mental health right. And I was smoking at the time when I was working at New York Medical, so it also helped me quit smoking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the remedy, and because I was so young, and I was like, I'm surrounded by these professionals, and I'm like, what is acupuncture? And I remember, so let's talk about, first of all, I have to talk about the needle thing, because I know that you've heard me teach at your school. So
Right.
it was a wake up, I think, for a lot of people, just about the misnomers of what's out there when it comes to acupuncture.
Yes.
So number one, even though right now in this day and age, but we will go back to where acupuncture goes back to the needles, which I believe are the greatest things in the world. It is literally like a hair follicle coming at you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
But when people, dare I say mostly men, hear needles,
That's true.
hear needles, they're like, oh no, I don't want needles, it's terrible. Okay. It is the greatest alternative health that anybody could, and it's, to me, it's like, I even want to get rid of this alternative health, because alternative sounds like it's your only hope.
Exactly. It's almost, it's integrative. There's a place for both sides of medicine, East and West. And, so many people think that we as acupuncturists don't know Western medicine. Well, we do. That's part of our entire education is Western medicine. Yes. From in Florida, we can order x-rays, we can order MRIs, we can read them, we can order lab work, we can read them. We're primary care physicians in the state of Florida. So
you do a ton of help too for people that are addicted.
Oh, yes. Yes. Addiction is great. And, all those ear points, the ears, just like the body acupuncture on steroids to me. And it's just a fantastic medicine. It's my passion. But I think health is more my passion, that, helping people go, raise their immune system, raise their energy, their energetics. I mean, we could just, their vibration. I mean, that's where, and, I have to share this. I used to ride on the back of my husband's Harley. And we would go through the state from St. Petersburg to Daytona. And I used to have the best time on the back of that motorcycle, because that's when my mind was still, and I thought about other things. And I always thought, and I still do, that this medicine will be so primary, will be right up there when anything happens. And that's what's happening. We've seen all the reports of vitamin C, how that's what they're using to fight this virus and cancer. And I mean, it's always been out there, but we have herbs. We have beautiful herbs that can help. We have vitamins that can help. Yeah.
I'm like I'm getting a little verklempt here, as they would say in Long Island. I have known this for so long, and the reason that I started, the intention behind doing this daily show, which God help me, I don't know what I've gotten myself into, but I pretty much say that my entire business career is, I have had the great opportunity of speaking with healthcare wellness warriors such as yourself, And so I have all of this knowledge of who to go to for what and who's great. I mean, remember when Dion Lim on the news wanted to, and that cupping thing came out? It was Michael Phelps, right? So Michael Phelps, you know, he was swimming and somebody heard that they were doing cupping, and it was like nobody ever heard of this. I'm like, this is the most ancient practice. I was like, Kym, can Dion Lim come over and put this on the news? And she loved it, of course.
Yes.
And that is another great remedy. But because we are in this COVID-19, and the intention behind this was to just bring as much peace and harmony and help to the community as I can by bringing people like yourself on.
Yeah.
Talking about what you have and what you do. Tell me first, how does somebody get the herbs? Is it something that they can order online on your website?
Well, we do have a patient-specific portal that they can order, but usually they have to have a consult with me and we talk because there's so many different what's going on. And then we just ship it to them. Or we haven't done any delivery, but I actually have my family is helping out and they're my shippers. And so it's a family deal.
We're going old school because guess what? We're in the days of like when there were wagons, you know, the earth is being healed. There's no CO2 going, you know, less. Everybody's benefiting, even though it's horrible, horrible, horrible. I don't ever want anybody to come back at me and say that I don't respect the fact that there is loss and trauma and stress. But I want to be able to bring you these warriors. So, I mean, this was just dropped off in my mailbox. You understand? Like this is wonderful. Yes, this is amazing. Like, let's really help each other. So on your website, which is what? Beyond the Needle?
No, it's www.livewelltampabay.com.
Livewelltampabay.com. So we will have that for everybody to see. And so they could go, they schedule a consult with you.
Yes.
You would then talk to them, tell them what would be helpful, and then they would ship it. Now, here's where Sharon goes all honest here. I'm willing, if somebody asks me right now what I charge for anything, I'm telling you.
Okay. So the first consult, because it's longer, telemedicine is $125.
Wonderful.
And then follow-up is $50. So, and you know, I just, in fact, I just actually.
How much of the herb?
It all depends. It depends on if you want the immune boosting herb that is probably good for, I don't know, probably a month, maybe more. It's $50.
That's okay. So we're going to have a little talk with the audience here.
Yeah.
So the night before last, we ordered food, you know, as like, because we wanted some normalcy. And we had a nice meal, and it cost $95. I mean, it was really nice. It was like, you know, creme de la creme.
Yeah.
And that's like a bonus thing that we did. And we want to support our restaurants and we want to support our local businesses, but really and truly, everybody should be supporting their immune system right now.
That's true.
And if you are having stress and you can't get to the doctor, or you think that a drug is going to help you, or a little more alcohol, or watching the apocalypse, or whatever stupid Netflix thing has come out that's going to make you have more anxiety.
Right.
Talk to the audience about how it benefits anxiety.
Well, it just will reduce anxiety. It actually has a calming effect, almost like, you know, a lot of people say it's like just a sheet of just calmness coming over them, you know. And again, we have homeopathics, we have herbs, we have the ear seeds and the other seeds, the little seeds on an adhesive. Just want to point that out.
Well, the ear seeds was exactly why I brought that up, because I was like a wreck. I was newly sober. I was being yelled at by a neurologist, and this wonderful man put this in, and it like went away. It wasn't what's the word I'm looking for? Not subliminal. I always have a hard time with this word. This is the second time I feel like on the show that this has happened too with this word. Like, it wasn't all in my head.
Yes. Yeah.
It really worked. It placebo.
Placebo. Okay. Yes.
Because that's what some of the MDs, DOs, I'm calling you all out here right now, because this shit bothers me today, and it bothered me when I was, director of operations in New York Medical. I used to have the MDs bitching about the DOs, and I had the DOs bitching about the MDs, and then I had the acupuncturists not bitching about anybody.
Yeah. We're taught not to do that.
Right? We were like, let's collaborate. Let's help as many people. Namaste. Right? People talking mindfulness now. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, we're supposed to see an acupuncturist.
Right, right. Well, with the patients, when I see them, I mean, there's so many different ways. Different herbs, different supplements, there's research that's amazing research out there on the different supplements that you can
put some of those links in when we post this later.
Sure.
Any resources that could help people, right? That's what we're doing. That's why we're here.
Yeah. And I mean, when I send the ear seeds, I might send just the ear seeds that are plain, but there's some people that want the crystal little ear seeds that's pretty, and we can do that. And it has and then there's a little book and there's a little diagram. I actually, I'll just have to send it to you. I was trying to show a patient via video where the acupuncture point was that I wanted her to put the little adhesive seed, and all of a sudden the dog walks over and puts his paw on the exact point, and I just had to giggle. Of course I sent it to her because that's what this is all about. We need to be real. We just need to be from not wearing makeup or okay guys, my hair is like out of control. I had to wet my hair to come here. I mean, it was like this big, and I tried a headband. My husband said, no, that doesn't look good. But anyway.
Listen, I swear to God, well, everybody knows that's seen me. You won't see my hair done again unless somebody wants to interview me. So please don't reach out because I don't want to do it. I want to just work and help people and give as much content and as much help, because everybody, there's so much information out there, and none of it is, in my community anyway, is bad. I mean, I have a doctor right now that is doing IV therapy with an immunity boost, and you could go into the office, right?
Yes.
And they're practicing social distancing. I mean, it's important. Dr. Laura, he's doing weight management because, listen, if people are on a routine, that pantry over there, is a great place to go when we're stressed out. It's not really what we want to do, because just like you said, your immune system is the most important thing. So if you're taking care of your body, you are a less chance of getting sick. And so tell everybody about, you have other products too, right? That you have online?
I have a whole product line that's more facial, anti-inflammatory facial line with scrub and with everything else. But we just added hand sanitizer, hand gel. And that's gracefullymadeusa.com. But you can go directly to that from my main website also. Okay. And we actually have a texting line on the main website that we get back to people right away, because a lot of times people are, they just want to text, I mean, that's where we're all at right now.
Like we did with getting this show together.
Yeah, just text.
Right.
And so we have all that online. And then when you become a patient of mine, I feel really like I just don't want everybody to say, oh yeah, I'll just buy this and I'll buy that. That's where we're going wrong in this whole medicine. Some people just think that, okay, well, maybe I need magnesium. Well, maybe I need, and they just would go on my site. I just didn't want that. I want to be very patient specific.
Yes.
So we see children. I have a huge pediatric following, and those little seeds are great for them. Where who wants to take your child out or can, at this time, and for constipation or diarrhea or an earache or a cold or allergies, we're doing all that, or stress. I think these kids are stressed to the max from going online and doing their schoolwork online, and we weren't prepared for that. The uploading of their assignments. I have a granddaughter that has a breakdown often, and because she can't upload her assignment till 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and they're giving her a grade of 0 till she gets it up. Well, to her, so she's stressed, and all these kids that are, I mean, I talk to moms all day long about this. Yeah.
Well, I think that's a really important point. You know, I'm not popular for saying these things. I'm not popular in my own house for saying it, but I could give two shits about school right now with him, because if they have figured out a way for he's got school for an hour. I'm pretty sure he's in school until 1 o'clock right now, and they have figured out how to do it in an hour. No, honey. Everything out there in the medical industry, in the education system, it's all going to be disrupted because of this. Because things are going to be, it's just like, I keep saying the same thing over and over again, because I'm really trying to get this point across to people. Nobody wanted to go in an Uber cab.
Right.
And now everybody takes Uber.
Exactly.
So nobody wanted to do telehealth.
Mm-hmm.
But now everybody's they're not going to do telehealth and then go, I think, you know what, I'll get in my car now and drive a half hour to see that person. Why would anybody do that? Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a much more intimate encounter, a telehealth. I just love it.
Dermatologist, $20 copay for a 3-minute visit. Do the math.
Right.
Who is it benefiting? Me, you, everybody. Okay, so I'm going on a tangent. Everybody's going to be able to order stuff from you online, and thank God you did that, because the ones that are not understanding how valuable it is right now. Listen, I've been ordering antibacterial soap from my Amber Salon Sustainability right now, because I know that they have organic products and products that are going to be beneficial, and it is of value to me. I'm not buying anything from Nordstrom's. I certainly don't wear shoes like that anyway. It was just, heels behind the desk, not wearing them on my feet anymore. And I just think that this is a horrible time, but it's also a great time. And your ability to help people through the stress is so valuable.
Yes. And every one of my patients get a full write-up of what's going on. Here are the points. Here are the pictures of the points. I'm going to send you this. I'm going to send you that. I'm sending out newsletters. Hey, listen, here's some research on, vitamin C IVs, that's how they're treating. And they're even treating in New York, the virus patients with vitamin C IVs. Go figure, right?
Go figure.
It's the immune system. But I always knew there'd be a time, and and maybe we just needed to go back to basics for people to realize that food is medicine, that we need rest, we need melatonin, all those wonderful things.
I mean, I could not be. It's like, it's always been this fight that I never wanted to have when I would hear my MDs saying bad things about my chiropractors or acupuncturists or massage therapists. I'm like, we are all in this together, everybody.
Right.
There is plenty of people and business to go around, but there is nothing like getting everything that we need from the earth, from Mother Earth. That's really so happy right now. I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face. I just think that you are all going to finally get the applause that you deserve, because you won't have to convince anybody anymore.
Right. Exactly. And you'll just see how all the natural medicines will come up to the top. And people, So
I don't know if you know this or not, but we had one of my neurosurgeon clients speaking at the school. Did you know that?
Yes, I knew that. Yes.
So Brandon told you.
Uh-huh.
I love him. Thank you for introducing me. I'm going to have to get him on the show.
Yeah, you have to.
Same thing? You doing
I think he's going to start. Yes. In fact, we're going to, we're teaching online together.
Good.
A class to acupuncturists. And next Friday night, we're doing online Zoom. I have to get those speakers fixed. But anyhow, yeah, but I think he just started his telemedicine.
Yeah, so many people are, you know, and I want to be able to help as many people in our community to have access to everybody, you know, because maybe somebody wants to see a man acupuncturist, who knows, you know, but I really feel like we need to pull from all resources and help each other right now. So, but you know, when Dr. Wong spoke at the school, it was so great because here's a neurosurgeon that grew up with an acupuncturist in his life. I think it was his dad. It was awful that I don't remember this right now, but him being this neurosurgeon talking, he felt like he was around by his own people, you know?
Yes.
But like neurosurgery and acupuncture is completely different. But to be able to embrace that on such a vast level of separation, I'm gonna have him come on the show too. But they're very busy. Everybody's busy right now in the healthcare industry, and I just wanted to just say I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that you've always supported me. That I've tried to support you. I'm always talking about my people in acupuncture, and I really hope that that more people will come on your telehealth and get some reduction in stress. It's only going to benefit their entire body. What do you want to say to the audience before we go today?
Well, I always have messages.
Good.
But I think that this is the time for all of us to regroup, for us to have faith and not fear. It's not a fearful time. It's a time of regrouping, and energetically and emotionally, and bringing us back to what we were meant to be. You know, I really do believe that. I just don't think we should fear it because we've got so many tools, and that's what I offer my patients: tools. Here's these tools in your little toolbox, and we can do this and we can do that, and you know, if you feel like this, pull this out. Sometimes I send more to my patients, but don't take it, but just have it, just in case. And so I just, you know, my intent as an acupuncturist and a physician is that we can heal, we can help you, and that's what I want to do. You know, that's what I was born to do. Yeah. Sometimes I push back on, I want to do this, I want to do that, because I'm reinvent myself all the time, but I still come back to the same purpose.
Well, you know, ironically, I was myself pulling back from the Doctor Whisperer. I mean, I'm always going to do this, what I love, with the people that I love, and there's only a certain few people that I will work with, because it's very taxing on my own mental health to say the same thing all the time. I mean, I got to a place where I was like, listen, I don't want to tell you anymore to use social media, because I'm just going to talk to the people that understand the value of it, and the value of technology, and the value of online products. And I pulled back, and I really wanted to do something more with my book and mental health. And then, you know, similar, I just felt, well, I could do all of it. There's nothing, I don't have to stay in a certain lane, but what has always been calling to me is to provide service and help others.
Right.
So if I can help others by bringing the practitioners around that I know have their intention is to really help, then that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I agree. Well, thank you.
Yes, I can't wait to connect with more people. Anybody else you think would be a good idea? I promise I'm not asking people to be on the show except you. I did ask you. Actually, the last few people I have asked, one person reached out to me. People, they have to reach out. She's too busy right now. I mean, I'm saying that with the most empathy for people that aren't working, but you know, because of technology, I can help more people. So reach out to me. And I think you're going to spread the message. But enjoy Hilton Head while you're there.
Thank you.
Tell
We
your
will.
husband in the back I said hi. I see him in the window.
Okay. You see him back there?
Thank you for being so good to my friend. Yay. Thank you so much, Dr. Caporale.
I want to show you very quickly what the puppies did while we were talking.
Oh, let's see. I love it. That is so funny.
I have to say it because I'm thinking it's just like having kids, right? And I'm looking down and I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm saying, and they're tearing up paper towels. And my husband just said, "What in the hell did he do?"
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's exactly what I want for the show, for it to be so like, that's the
Real,
fun
right?
stuff. So real. I love it. Oh my God. Charlie Brown, he's not doing that, but believe me, he's taking advantage of his mommy not
Oh,
watching.
of course they are. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr.
You're
Caporale. I'll be
welcome.
in touch. Much
Okay.
love.
Much love to you. Bye-bye.
Take care.